Gonna do a kind of a quick comparison for y'all of the EXO Zion Creek and the Scorch medium. So this is the medium Scorch. You can see the length here, and it's exactly what I was talking about. Look at the sizing on these things. Almost the volume's a little higher here, but the deck's smaller here. But as far as length and overall volume, they're very similar in that. And what I'm seeing right away is how wide and flat this Scorch is, and it has that peak up here. They went more rounded, and it comes down to a point, and it's a little flatter under here, but obviously there's that taper, and I will roll it over and show y'all the taper on that. But you can see the difference, and I'll throw the specs of each one up just to give you an idea of which one, what the size is on either one. See, medium Scorch to me, it fits me, my paddling style, and it fits me perfect. I was not a big fan of the large Scorch, but I'm a big fan of the sizing on this. This is a large, but to me it feels like a little bigger than the Scorch, especially exactly where you're seeing it right here. I feel it's more like spacious in that area there. Cockpitting, you can see the cockpit. Obviously Pyranha does that wide oval, and they have more of a rounded kind of like larger size cockpit. Both of them use XL spray skirts. The EXO outfitting was very good. It fit me perfect. Very similar to a lot of other boats that I paddle out there, but it feels really solid and nothing feels like out of whack on it. This takes a lot of kind of TLC to get it going, a little back band adjustment and, you know, some things going on there. These tails, oh man, look at the difference in rocker in these tails. Obviously the Scorch gets back on that tail rocker and it lifts that bow up. That's why it's very deceptive of this bow, because this is how this boat rides a lot for me, which is crazy, because when I'm coming off the drops or leaning back, this is how I'm coming out of a drop with this boat. Even though you're looking at it and you can see the difference between these two, this boat rides a really good like this right here. Looks a little wider here and there. Yeah, let's roll them over and look at the bottoms. Now my Scorch is a little worn, so it's a little rounded off and the edges are a little rounded off, but this is exactly what I was talking about paddling this boat. I'm used to, look how these wave deflectors from here, and this rail runs all the way down. See that sharp rail? See how it's got that kind of bi-level chine right there? That rail runs all the way down and gets very sharp back here. Now this rail on this one is a rail that runs up through here. See if we can see it down through there. You can see the different philosophies on how they did that. Like, to me, this is one of the best rails Pyranha's ever done, and I really like how they've done this boat. But this right here is like a hybrid, the way they've run that rail here, and then it just kind of like tapers off and disappears. It's almost non-existent. There is one here, but it's like almost non-existent here, where Pyranha's is still there. That's why I can get those whippier turns into eddies with that, and you steer it a little different. When I was steering this one, I steered from mostly back here. Pyranha, I can steer from all the way up here to all the way down here. Not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, it's just different. And this is where it was real different. Look at that. Look at that split. That right there compared to that is just flat. And this has the wave deflectors, and that's what keeps water splashing out, where I think this went out very nicely coming out of drops, shot out on that. I did cover that in my walkthrough and on-water review. I did cover how the water kind of sheds, and it runs all the way from the bottom, from the tip down here. And this keel will actually run all the way to about right there. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's the Pyranha Scorch versus, you know, the EXO Zion Creeker. Thanks to Cooper here. Let's get out of here. Let's do another lap.